Hello everyone, this is Matt from MMORPG.com and welcome to another episode of Inside the Den, a quick peek at a game's features and overall gameplay. Today Inside the Den we're going to take a look at Runes of Magic from Frogster. This is a 3D MMORPG, and now if you like what you see in this video and you want to learn more about Runes of Magic, head on over to MMORPG.com or click the link below. Alright, here we go. So as you can see, the game has both PvE and PvP type servers. I'm going to show you guys. I have a couple characters, one on each. We're going to we'll head into PvE, why not? So the game does require a secondary password. Not quite sure. This was something recent that they started. As you can see, I have a level 34 Knight, level 25 Rogue. We'll get into that in a second. But let's go ahead and create a new character. So the game has a ton of options when it comes to creating your character. So we're going to create, let's start with, and there's only two races. So you have human and elf. Let's go ahead and go with the human. Let's go with male. We'll pick the character class in a second. So as you can see, there are 6 class types for the human. Let's switch real quick so you can see the elf. There are also 6 there. So let's go ahead and go with a mage. Skin color, some red skin. It gives you up quite a color range by having the color wheel here. Let's go with some blue hair. Several different hairstyles. I'm going to go with the bald. A few different faces with different facial hairs, stuff like that. And then you can get into all kinds of crazy different stuff like chest size, make it really big, obviously breasts. If you have a female, you can go nuts. So let's go with that, confirm, let's get into the game. Oh, the name already exists. Let's go with that. Alright, so let's get started. Now, Runes of Magic recently announced that they will be migrating the game, and it'll actually be playable directly through a browser, so there'll be no download. It'll also be playable right through Facebook, which is going to be really interesting once that happens, because there'll just be tons more people playing the game. I'm going to be interested to see how Facebook actually handles that. So if you choose to enter the tutorial, you'll receive a handsome reward. Why not? But yeah, like figure all the people on Facebook playing the game. That's gonna be pretty nuts. Let's do something real quick. I want to turn down the sound real quick. Let's go to audio. Let's turn the master volume down a little bit so you guys can hear me a little better. There we go. Next step. Left click on the ground. So moving along. This tutorial is really good, whether you've played MMORPGs before or not. This is a really good tutorial. Just walks you through. Plus, it also gives you some items that you can use right as you start out the game. Now, Runes of Magic has been called a WoW clone. As you can see, it's very similar. The layout's very similar. UI is pretty similar, except for the fact that your hotkeys are down here. Hotkeys are all fully customizable, which is nice. You can also customize the overall layout of the screen, moving your map around, moving your character sheets around, moving everything around. So let's go and defeat some spiders. So you guys, here's my attack, a couple spells that I have. So let's go over and start taking out some of these spiders. I'm gonna use tab to target real quick, as usual. They were good. They didn't stray too far from the norm as far as different UI pieces and things that people are used to using for their UI. They kept it all pretty simple. They knew that they were competing with games like WoW and Perfect World and stuff like that. So they did keep everything very simple and easy. So if you're jumping from one game to the next, you know exactly what you're getting yourself into. You can move with W, A, S, and D. You can also point and click on the ground. So let's select our reward. We're a caster, so we're going to take mana. And as you can see, they give you a mount right out of the gate. And there we go. I thought that was gonna pause or stall for a second. I was really worried. Never know what Fraps is gonna cause the game to do. So even though you're through the tutorial, the very beginning area here does a little more of the walking through, showing you who the different NPCs are, how to interact with them. The game also has a pretty in-depth crafting system. They not only just your generic crafting to where you can create weapons or craft food and things like that, but also so much so that as you get to the higher levels, the majority of the weapons that you use will be weapons that you find and that you add attributes to and kind of tweak them out. When you look in your backpack, you have this arcane transmuter, which I haven't activated yet, but you open that up, you put different runes in there, and the item that you want. You merge runes together to create better statistics for your weapons. Here's a skill section. Skill section uses a thing called talent points. So as you go up in levels, as you can see, I'm level 2 now, so I can actually upgrade my flame. So I'm going to go ahead and be a... and then there's different levels on that. There's tons of different ways to tweak yourself out. If you're a mage, you can be flame, you can be electricity, stuff like that as far as the different types of mage you can be. There's also these class-specific or there's non-class-specific. So once you reach level 10, you're able to dual class. So you select a secondary class, and then once you're the opposite class, you can use some of the skills from your initial class. There's also a lot of these bulletin boards where you can do daily quests and pick up quests. So this has me wanting to go and take out some wolves and take out some fungus. So let's go take out the fungus. And there's some fungus, so let's fire away on him. Game starts you out with this magic package. So as you can see, it gives me a magic ring that's got some defense, some potions. I'm level 2, so I can use it again. It gives me a belt. They also have a pretty in-depth pet system. There's the newbie pet that you start out with. Here's the newbie pet egg, so we'll just drop that right there so we can use it at any time. But the pet system is pretty in-depth. You go out and you fight monsters, and then you essentially can capture pets. Additionally, even more so, there's a pretty crazy guild system with full guild siege battles. You can get buff type construction pieces for inside your guild's castle, which will then allow you to you can then tweak those out. Then you can travel to your guild's castle and buff yourself up before you're going to go out and adventure. The cash shop in the game runs off of a currency called diamonds. As you can see here, I actually have some because I do play this game a little bit, so I have put a little bit of money into it. When you use the diamonds, every time you purchase something, you actually get these. I believe they're called rubies. So let's take a quick at it real quick. Yeah, the ruby bonus. So probably one of the biggest things that everybody goes after with their diamonds first is these is a mount. Of course, getting around the game faster is always a good thing. And you can buy mounts. You can basically rent them, or you can buy permanent mounts. Obviously, the permanent ones cost a little bit more. There's also a lot of different consumables, things like experience potions, stuff like that. They have a lot of different special offers and weekly offers. And like I said, the crafting system is pretty crazy. They also have a currency which is where is it? There's a currency for the Fierce. I don't remember exactly where it is. I haven't used it in a while. But as you do your daily quests, let's see. I haven't actually gotten a daily quest, but when you do your daily quest, you get Fierce rewards, which is like another line of currency. But you can do so many per day, and you can use those for just leveled up. You can use those to buy some cash shop items that will do things like, if you're in the PvP area, you can protect certain items on yourself from being taken. Because when you PvP, you actually will drop items, not necessarily drop them on the ground, but anybody who kills you will have the ability to loot your body and take those items that you have. So you want to protect those and basically lock them to yourself. So we need to, let's see, we need 2 more of these mushroom stems we can see right there. So let's take a little look at the map. So the Pioneers Colony is kind of the starting area for the humans. There's a completely different starting area for the elves. There's kind of your secondary area with your first couple of instances. There are a lot of instances throughout the game that range in different levels. And the game is updated really pretty often. So they do a really good job of making sure that there's tons and tons of content. So I'm going to go ahead and jump on my mount. This is kind of a neat thing too, I mean, it's only for 1 day, but when you're starting out, they give you that kind of first one's free type of thought process. Get you riding around on a mount to where you get used to it, and then you want to keep using it. Another thing, as you can see here on the mini-map, when you have a quest and there's monsters or something that you're looking for in the area, they do a good job of showing you right where that is. So you don't have to hunt around too much. And a lot of times you'll end up with just tons and tons of quests in your quest log. So you'll be running an area and there'll just be all kinds of red dots waiting for you, or all over the mini-map. So we've got several more wolves to kill so we can get the tails and be able to complete this quest. This is the Monster Compendium, which is a really neat piece to the game. As you kill monsters, occasionally you'll get different cards, and the cards are actually they're collectible. So this one is for some crab type being that looks like it's for one of the aardvarks that are in one of the around level 20 areas, stuff like that. But and then there's a stag. As you collect those cards, each of the cards actually gives you an attribute bonus, which is a neat little feature, just something different that will reward you. So they incentivize you to go out and collect those things. You get your general basic blacklist, friends list, stuff like that. This is everything from your character info sheet to your different weapon skills. As you can see, each time I hit, my weapon skills going up a little bit. It also keeps track of your crafting, and crafting will do basically the same thing. I need to drink one of these potions so I can cast more. Then here's you can see a recipe for some trousers. So if I decide I want to go into being a tailor, I can do that. But the game is just loaded with different features and really a lot of different cool stuff. And as you can see, there was the PvP rewards. Let me show you. Essentially, just you have to go and you get the proper skill, and you can just walk up and you can start collecting ash, or whether it be wood or those different types of things. But the game is really deep, has a lot of depth to it. And if you're looking for a new MMO, it's free to play, and even the currency you can buy with in-game money, with in-game gold. But my time is just about up. I hope you enjoyed today's trip inside the den. And don't forget to subscribe and keep yourself updated as each new episode is released. And if you want to play or learn more about Runes Magic, you can read the full review on MMOden.com or click the link below. Till next time, thanks for watching.